Lisa, a member of Blackpink, performed in the renowned Crazy Horse Cabaret in Paris, which ignited a worldwide discussion on female emancipation and sexualization in China. Instagram photo by @lalalisa_. Although the runways during Paris Fashion Week have taken up most of the news in recent weeks, another Parisian event nearly went viral. The 26-year-old Lisa, real name Lalisa Manoble, of K-pop group Blackpink, performed a number of times last week at the Le Crazy Horse Cabaret in Paris, sparking intense debate on Chinese social media. Even though Lisa didn't strip off or go topless at the famous location for naked burlesque performances, morality and the question of whether an Asian celebrity like Lisa should perform a dance that some view as risque dominated Chinese internet debates. On the Chinese social media platform Xiaohongshu, the hashtag Lisa Crazy Horse Show, hashtag LisaFengMaxiu, has received 180 million views. On Weibo, it has received 164 million views. When it became known that Chinese actress Zhang Jiani had been spotted in the audience following the shows last week, the outcry reached its zenith. She was criticized for going to the show. On Wednesday of this week, Lisa shared pictures of her performance with her 98.5 million Instagram followers. As of this writing, her first post had received nearly 7.3 million likes, and her second had received 6.2 million. About 25.8 million people liked her posts about the performances, and most of the comments were complimentary. Discussion subjects in China included feminism, the male gaze, and women's liberation and self-sexualization. Some critics applauded Lisa for choosing to perform cabaret as a manifestation of her artistic freedom, pointing out that Le Crazy Horse is a renowned organization with strong aesthetic standards, and that burlesque dancing is both lawful and has a long-standing history in France. Some online users expressed worry that Lisa's obscene act might hurt her enormously popular young fan base. Some even went so far as to accuse her of objectifying herself to the Western male gaze as a sexual object, since she is an Asian woman. The main point of contention is that Chinese people view cabaret as a pornographic industry that defies social mores. Many Chinese women view it as a fundamentally patriarchal industry, where males can easily take advantage of individuals from lesser socioeconomic backgrounds, as evidenced by replies on social media. Many of Lisa's Chinese followers disagree with the Western cabaret and burlesque form's emphasis on female liberation because they come from a country where striptease dancing is not only outlawed, but also seen as perpetuating women's subjugation. The idea of bodily autonomy for women is a fantasy in the current patriarchal and male-dominated world. Xiaohongshu user Shenyan Xiaoda, wrote, "Don't marvel at how beautiful her body is, as this is a Western neoliberal mental trap targeting semi-awakened, independent women." A number of online users brought up the history of sexual imperialism by the West and the decades-long exploitation of Asian women across the continent. The fact that Asian women are still over-sexualized in the West today is also widely acknowledged. On the other hand, several contended that the intense reaction against Lisa's Le Crazy Horse performance was excessively theatrical and prejudicial, particularly given that the play wasn't held in China. Seemingly only Chinese people are concerned. Chen Stanley, a Weibo user, posed a rhetorical question. Is it because moral standards are highest in China compared to other countries? Who believe you to be? But let's get back to Lisa, the pop star phenomenon who is currently one of the most lucrative brand ambassadors for luxury and fashion. Major partnerships with Bulgari, Celine, MAC, Adidas, Penshop, AIS Thailand, Chivas Regal, and South Korean cosmetics brand Moonshot are held by the youngest member of Blackpink. It is unlikely that the controversy surrounding her performance would seriously harm her personal brand, even while it offers useful insights for Chinese corporations and celebrity ambassadors. In the case of less well-known celebrities, whose offenses might be more serious, miscommunications and cultural differences can do major harm to one's reputation. Despite the significant changes in society over the last 2 decades, China's perspective on gender roles and sexuality remains distinct from that of the developed world.